Good morning, Derek. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, D? Sir D? Talk to me. I know you've been a little up and down this week, kind of like Paparoo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sir D. I'm up and down, Derek. It's crazy. I feel good, and like 2 hours later, I'm wiped out again. Craziness. Good morning, Mello. Nice to see you this morning. Good morning, Herbs. Party people. I haven't been to a party in a while. Maybe that's what I need, you guys. Good morning, Trenty. Did you try get the NAC? What is the NAC? Remind me, Mo. What is that? Probably not if you have to remind me. Good morning, Hagee. Nice to see you this morning. Snap. Good morning, Marky Z. Acetylcysteine. No, I didn't. NCA. No, I didn't. Is that, what is, remind me what that is. Help remind me what that is. Good morning, Sparky. It's an amino acid. It's natural. It'll clear your lungs. Let me write that down. NCA. Let's see. Wait a second. What's going on? Let me try to look that up real quick. NCA. National Cheerleaders Association. It's called the National Cheerleaders. NAC. Oh, okay, let me try NAC. I just found National Cheerleaders Association. Okay, there it is. There it is. It's a supplement. Okay. All right. Luma Nutrition, 600 milligram capsules, NAC, N-acetylcysteine, for antioxidant, respiratory, and cellular support. I'm putting it in my Amazon right now. I just put it in my Amazon. Common in Norway. Okay. Well, we just went for it. Anything will help. Anything that could help. NAC. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. It's going to be a beautiful day. It is already here, but it's still, crazy cold. But it's nice when the sun shines. Am I right? Where? There we go. How come this doesn't focus better? There we go. It's nicer when the sun is shining, right? That's a landscape company that's been there since 1932. Can you imagine a company been around since 1932 doing big landscape projects, and then even just maintenance projects and stuff here in the greater Detroit area? Nerds. I haven't been out in the sun in days. I have not been out there. Albuterol ibupropium nebulizer treatment. Thank you, Justin. Justin knows this stuff because he's a nurse. Yes, T Crew, it is a family business across the street. Negative 10 feels like negative 20 in Pennsylvania. What is it here right now? We're at negative 1. Negative 1 right now. And there's no feels like. Negative 1. And then the rest of the Saturday should be 4 degrees. Sunday, 7 degrees. Monday, 8 degrees. Yay! Tuesday, 12 degrees. Yay! We don't think we'll reach 20 degrees until next Friday. Granny, you're one less than me. One less than me. We're at negative 1. You're at negative 2. Well, I guess that's what the Dow has in store for us right now. And she says my world needs to be crispy. Now, we're not arguing with her. We found out a long time ago that she's in charge, didn't we, you guys? And it's so much better when you're living by the Dow than living by my own control. I'm such a lousy controller. Too competitive, Pops. You're too competitive. I'm glad I've been working on that part of my personality. Good morning, everybody. An albuterol treatment. Queenie, up in western New York, central to western New York, negative 17. Kim, I think you're right. I think nature's like, I'm going to get rid of some spiders this winter. Usually we have a little bit more spider occupation going on, and I haven't seen a spider in weeks. Freezing them out. Nature knows what it's doing. We're just going to let the Dow do what the Dow does. As Wazzy says, Dowtown. Life will be better in downtown. Good morning, Bud. Good morning, Jessie girl. Good morning, everybody. No fighting nature, Kim. What's the point? Captain Kev, dude, I thought about exercising. I still get a little bit of exercise in, believe it or not, but not when I can't breathe. Not when I can't breathe. When I can't breathe, I'm just, I'm fighting everything. Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. Whatever you do, don't make me laugh. That's when it gets the worst. Can you imagine your body telling you don't laugh? Crazy. Marky Z and Joey D's. I swear it's a boy band. Marky Z and the Platypuses. And the Poppin' Platypuses. Marky Z and the Zebras. Cleaning it might break it up, but it also causes me to cough my tail off. Good morning, everybody. Kim, that wouldn't be a bad way to go. I'm kind of agreeing with you. Kind of agreeing with you. Wait, There really is a group called the Platypuses? Is there really? Is there really? Don't you love platypuses, crazy little animals? You talk about nature having fun when she designed that one. Evolution. Then evolution takes over, huh? Good morning, everybody. 35 people, 27 likes. You guys are killing the game. Okay. Couple of things. Hey, made up of leftover parts. Yep. That's a funny way to look at it. How many varieties does the Heinz company have? How many varieties does the Heinz company have? What do you guys think? Jesse's jumping on the 57 number. We're all going 57, aren't we? 57 varieties at the Heinz company. I have a nephew, when he got out of college, went to work for the Heinz company. True story. What was his job? Selling ketchup. His job was to get more restaurants and commercial outlets to buy their Heinz's ketchup. He did so well at it in his first year that he won some kind of an award. I forget what his award was for, but what do you think the trophy looked like? What do you think the trophy looked like? It was a golden bottle of Heinz ketchup. Funny. According to this little rando facto, actually the Heinz company never had 57 varieties. Never had it. The number was completely made up. That would be like me saying the Detroit Mush Lab 44. We have 44, you think I have 44 different strains. Completely made up. No, it wasn't filled with gold, it was gold colored. It was gold colored, the bottle. That's a good one too, Greenie. Do you say ketchup or ketchup? Ketchup. How about this one? I am not a fan of ketchup. Been a long time since I've done a drive-through burger. Been a while. My experience with the drive-through burger is you're basically buying ketchup. You're basically buying ketchup. Right? They take that ketchup and pour it all over that hamburger so you can't really taste the hamburger. All you taste is the ketchup. So my habit became, hold the ketchup. I don't want any ketchup. And then the other one that they fake you out with is the lettuce. I like lettuce. Right, Jimmy Max? I like lettuce, but they fake you out with the lettuce too. They put 10 times more lettuce on it than it really needs. So I'm like, hold the ketchup, hold the lettuce. I hope that order doesn't upset us. Aaron goes with everything. The other one I don't like at fast food places, I like cheeseburgers if I make them myself. What kind of creepy cheese are they using on their burgers? Anthony, what kind of creepy cheese is on there? So I only do plain burgers. I like the onions, a little mustard. Pickle. Oh, please give me a pickle chip. But hold the ketchup, hold the lettuce. I hope that order doesn't upset us. It's creepy cheese, it's waxy cheese. It might be government cheese. Okay, Cisco brand. Okay. I haven't, man, when was last time? It must have been last summer. The last time my car actually drove through and picked up a burger at a window. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. Especially from somebody that did it almost daily on my way home from work and stuff. Could be government cheese, huh, Justin? We shouldn't make fun of government cheese. Because it's helped feed a lot of people. Vegas even says, no, you know what, actually, government cheese wasn't that bad. Walt Disney's signature is used as the company logo. Is that true or is that false? Walt Disney's signature is used as the company logo. True or false? There you go, Marky. Government cheese is a Canada strain? That's interesting. So the Walt Disney signature, that's used as the company logo, right? They fooled you. They fooled all of us. The famous signature was made by a company artist, and it didn't resemble Walt Disney's signature at all. So that signature that we see, forgery. They've been doing forgeries since 1937, since Snow White woke up. Okay? Pretty creative genius dude, though. They've been forging us, Captain Kev. How about this one? You know the cotton that's in your aspirin bottle when you open it? How many people, it has 666 in the logo, is that true, Jessie girl? You know which one? I still like this. In Wendy's logo, when you see the girl, Wendy girl, have you ever noticed what her collar says? The collar on her dress. What's it say? Let me see if I can find it. Wendy's. What's the collar on her dress say? Kimberly, you're so smart. Isn't that cool that they did that? I like that one. Let me see if I can find it and show you guys. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. Here it is. The collar on her dress. M-O-M. Mom. Subliminal advertising that when you go to Wendy's, it's like mom's home cooking. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. Every time you look at Wendy's head, you're going to think of mom. Isn't that a good one? Jesse, you didn't know that one. You know, I kind of like that. That's pretty good. In Vegas, it's like, but my mom hated it. It's actually brilliant. Whoever did that logo, brilliant. Green, now I don't even know. Now I'm more scared. Good morning, B-Champ. Good morning. So some of you didn't know that, did you? Some of you hadn't really spotted the mom in the collar situation. Oh, Wendy's Frosties, come on, they're good. Okay. Herbie, I'm agreeing with you. The Wendy's burgers used to be the cheesy. Now, they're kazizi. They're just like well, I say now, I haven't had one in a while. They used to, because remember they did a square burger. And then when you'd go into their restaurant back in the day, I don't know if they still do it. Do they still have the salad center where you can go and make your own salad? Kind of like Sizzler. Isn't Sizzler's salads great? Sizzler salad bar. Take me home. I haven't had an Arby's shake, Greenie. I gotta try that. I think they stopped the salad bar at Wendy's. Not profitable enough. I haven't been in one, so I wouldn't know. For ages. I don't even go in a fast food restaurant. If I can't drive through, then it's really not fast food. Bottles of aspirin have cotton in them to ensure freshness. It's not to ensure freshness. How fresh can an aspirin pill be? The wads of cotton that you find in aspirin bottles are there to prevent the tablets from breaking if the bottle is dropped. Let me ask you guys a quick question. Are you the type that take the cotton out, grab a couple of pills, and put the cotton back? Or once you've taken the cotton back out, it never goes back? Which are you? Do you reload the cotton? Do you reload the cotton or do you toss it? Okay. Who's a reloader? Anybody here a reloader? Oh God. A reloader. Oh God. Nobody's a reloader. The only thing you reload, Captain Ken, is another bong load. Well, see, I'm tossing that cotton. I don't even use it for art projects. Okay, it's out. Banana oil. Banana oil. You guys ever heard of that? Next thing you know, some of you are going to be saying, Pops, take some banana oil. I do too, Mark. You see, I miss ripping a bong. I couldn't touch a bong with my lung action. Banana oil. Does it come from bananas? Does banana oil come from bananas? What is banana oil? Banana oil is petroleum oil that just has a scent that's similar to a banana. What do we use banana oil for? Happy birthday, Mushmouth. Kimberly. It's to make playing with your banana easier. Is that what you're saying? You're out of line. Let me look up banana oil real quick. Banana. Banana's a fun word to say. There it is. Banana oil. It's not cheap. $35.99 for a bottle. That's ridiculous. They use it for massaging. They use it for cooking. They use it for it's a common name for a chemical compound, isomyl acetate. That sounds disgusting. A sweet-smelling liquid used primarily as a solvent and in artificial fruit flavorings. Oh, that's lovely. Artificial fruit flavorings Why don't we just add a little solvent? It has a strong banana-like odor, but does not actually come from bananas. Kimberly, what did I tell you? It's an oil-based concentrate for commercial and home food I'm through with banana oil. I'm moving on. Next rando. I think we talked about that one already. Whoever had a boomerang when they were a kid? Man, I gotta get a... Santa has got to bring me a boomerang this year, please. Please, Santa, I need a boomerang. Who had a boomerang when they were a kid? We got a lot of boomerangers here. A lot of boomies. Okay, everybody had a boomerang. Okay, let me ask you a question. Without Jesus Christ in Australia, never even had one. I think most of us... Kimberly, you're hitting it. No boomerang. Pacers went straight for the BB gun. Okay, so whose boomerang actually came back? I specifically remember myself and my brother playing for hours out in the yard and trying to figure out the exact angle to throw a boomerang so it would come back. Let me ask you a question. If it actually came back, which it never did, would you catch it? Here this missile is hurling at you. What do you do? Reach up and snatch it out of the sky? What do you do? No. I don't want to catch it. Boomerangs were originally made to be returned to the thrower. False. False. Do what Nipper does. Just duck. The original boomerang were used in war and hunting to kill a target from a distance. And it wasn't meant to return back to the thrower. So Aborigines, riddle me this. Why couldn't you just use a rock? Why couldn't you just use a rock? I'm so confused. You spent all that time making the boomerang. You probably even put some symbols on it and stuff. Diamonds are the most valuable gem. True or false? Diamonds are the most valuable gem. I want to know if you agree with that. Hard to sharpen the edge of a rock. So what were you trying to do, Joe? Slice their head off? Or are you just trying to kill them? You're just trying to knock them out, right? Herbie's like, ergonomically, it's easier to carry a couple of sticks than a bag of rocks. Diamonds, good morning, Phantom Weight. Diamonds are the most valuable gem, true or false? Right, Justin? I've caught more fish than the $1,000 fishing boat before. Actually, rubies sell for 4 to 5 times the cost of diamonds. Well, why isn't a ruby a girl's best friend then? I'm so confused. Diamond rings weren't always given as engagement rings. No. They didn't start getting us on that one until diamond rings began becoming custom for engagement ring after the 1930s, when a diamond company worked with Hollywood to glamorize the idea. Another one of those worldly sold you the goods. You bought it. Herbie, those are different jewels. I agree with what some of you guys are saying. An opal is a really pretty stone. Do you know your birthstone? Greeny, those bastards. Diamonds are good for saw blades, for drills. I agree. Clouds. Clouds. Who knows their birthstone? I know that I don't know too many birthstones. I should know more birthstones. My mom was the type that knew every birthstone for each month. I just know January is a garnet. It's kind of a red stone. Nippy's going sapphire. Aquamarine, turquoise. Both of those are pretty. Clouds don't have any weight. Clouds don't weigh anything. If they weighed something, would they be able to float through the sky like they do? Or could a cloud possibly be the leftover cotton after we've opened up our aspirin bottles? Is that possible? Maybe they've grabbed all of our leftover cotton and turned it into a cloud. Actually, researchers argue that clouds have weight. How do you weigh one? I want somebody to tell me, just visualize it. You're the scientist. You're in charge of the Cloud Weighing Project 107. I want you to come up with an experiment that tells us how to weigh a cloud. Good luck with that one. How do you weigh one? Researchers argue that clouds weigh on average. How do they come up with an average? That means they've weighed like really heavy ones and really light ones, and they've come up with an average. On average, 500 tons. 500 tons. Man, keep that cloud floating by. Don't let it drop. What happened if a cloud dropped out of the sky on you? Calm down, Pops. It would just be fog. Is fog a cloud? Is fog a cloud? Yes or no? Yes. It's a cloud down at the Earth's level. Made up of the same exact ingredients. We're walking in the clouds when it's foggy. In London, they should stop saying it's foggy and start saying it's cloudy. The sun is constantly on fire. It's a burning ball. Constant. No. The sun is actually fusing hydrogen atoms into helium, which gives off energy that will last for another 4 billion years. The sun is such an amazing thing. Freaks me out if I think about it. What a beautiful universe we live in. Clouds weighing 500 tons, floating by like they're butterflies, and sun sending off energy that's going to last 4 billion years. And people wonder who's really in charge. The little ant humans or the 10,000 things of the universe. Going from one star system to another only takes a few days. It would take tens of thousands of years. Yeah, Kimberly. I wish I liked physics when I was younger. I like physics now. But I didn't like it younger. I was like, can I just read a history book, please? Give me a theology book. Physics is pretty fascinating. It would take tens of thousands of years for our fastest space probe to reach the next nearest star. One more, real quick. The tails of comets always flow behind them. You got the comet here and you got the tail flowing behind. Actually, bright comets have two tails. One of dust peeling off the melting snow and dirt that's in the heart of the comet. And the second one of plasma being vented by the comet's heart. I want to know how you know. Who's up there measuring comets? Who knows for sure that there's melting snow and dirt off the front of the comet as it's flying? And the tail that we see typically is plasma being vented from the comet's heart. You're freaking me out, comets. Who's really freaking me out is the people that know this stuff. How do you know? Man, I know I have a nose because I can touch it. Sandham, you're smart. You ever seen a baby? Had a baby, had a friend's baby, sister's baby, niece, nephew baby. Babies cry a lot. Am I right? It's okay. They're trying to figure it out still. They're usually crying because they kind of want attention or something, comfort, right? There's a whole school of thought that you never comfort a crying baby because you'll teach it to cry more. Bad school, don't go to it. Recent studies suggest for the first few months of a baby's life, you should always console it. Always console it. It won't do any harm to comfort a crying baby. How many of you consider yourself a multitasker? How many of you, Herbie, that's true. What Herbie said is true. I don't know the exact study, but it was a pretty extensive study. It was done years and years ago, where they took babies, poor little things, and they put them in 3 categories. Baby A, anytime it even squiggles, we're going to give it comfort and attention. Baby B, we're not going to give any attention to it all. Leave the baby alone. Let it work it out. What they found out was that the baby that wasn't getting any comfort at all was much more vulnerable to diseases and death. I don't like the scientists that decided to try that one. Yeah, Herbie, it's much like our Custar experiment. Pacers doing the impossible. Niffer, it hurts her heart whenever we talk about babies. So how many of you said you were multitaskers? I missed it. Anybody here think they're a multitasker? I've always considered myself a multitasker. Oh yeah. Mr. Multi. Cyber Jolie says it's called an analytic depression. She should know, she's a doctor in psychology. She should know. Is it possible to multitask? Your brain can only engage in one cognitive task at a time. That means that for every extra thing that you try to add, simply makes it harder for your brain to work efficiently and effectively. Speaking of psychologists, let's jump forward to this one. Overstimulating a baby will make it more intelligent. Overstimulating a baby will make it more intelligent. I've had a couple of friends, a couple of people I know that have reached out to Cyber Jolie. This is a commercial for Cyber Jolie. I've had some friends reached out to Cyber Jolie for advice from a professional. And the reviews that I got back from my friends were, what a helpful lady. Incredibly helpful, very knowledgeable in her field. And I think that let me be honest with you, I think it's rewarding for her to practice those skills that she learned and that she did practice for years and years and years and still does. So it's a little commercial for her. If you find yourself in a situation, reach out to Cyber Jolie. Okay? It wouldn't be a bad idea. Come up with some kind of an arrangement. It's a pretty solid situation. After numerous tests, researchers have found that the vocabulary development of children who had not watched Little Einstein videos was in fact slightly better than the children that did. In fact, child psychologists insist that the best way to help a baby develop an intelligent mind is with, you're welcome, Cyber, is with one-on-one contact with parent. One-on-one. Wait, what did Sanum say? Give us the good news, Sanum. I know you've been going through some medical stuff. Give us the good news. What's the good news? Now you got us. Cancer survivor without further treatment. I'm going to put that in the great news category. Forget good news. Can we just jump straight to the great news category with that one? Please. That is fantastic. No kidding. It must be a load off of your mind as well. She's so happy she's crying right now. These are tears of happiness. Tears reminding us. That's great news, Sanum. Sincerely good news. Herbie's praising the Lord. Praise the Lord. We did a couple of rando factos this morning. Haven't done those in a little while. I'm going to jump. Look how fast time's going by. Yep, you're right about that, Phantom. I've heard about that. Yep. I've heard about that. Let's jump over to the Tao Te Ching for the rest of today. Time's gone by so fast, I only have like 20 minutes left. You should be overjoyed, Sanam, and we appreciate you sharing with us. Good news is always good news. And we like it when our friends have good news. The more I've been knowing Sanam, it's virtually mostly, but what a smart lady with like an extremely eclectic background. She's done a lot of things in her life. Done a lot of things, been a lot of places. Been in on some almost top secret stuff back in her time in the service. She's a really, really, really sharp lady. Granny, I'm with you. I'm so glad we have a family we can celebrate. Like Kim says, we know Sanam has lived. And she's going to keep living. 36th verse of the Tao Te Ching. Before I go on this one, before I read this one, are you pretty competitive? Do you need to win all the time, Pops? I used to. Do you have to be first in everything you do? Yep, I used to. I even used that personality trait, I must confess, in the mushroom world. 5 years ago, I needed to have my own personal best substrates. I need to have the biggest mushrooms. Whoever has the biggest mushroom wins. I had a lot of win in me that the mushrooms took out of me. When I was focused on those kind of things, the mushrooms didn't reward me. My brain is completely shifted. My whole life, all I did was fight to be number one. I need to win the race. I need to win the job. I need to win a promotion. I need to win the bid. I need to win your approval. I need to win, 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 win. And if I wasn't in the winning group or in the winning category, or first, I come in third in an auto race, a 200-mile auto race. I come in third, and I'm pissed. Not happy with the performance because it wasn't to win, even though I drove the very best I possibly could. My car had a little less money in it than the guy that won. Well, that's why. Thank you, Canito. 36th verse teaches Pops that the changes in his mind has been for the better. Should you want to contain something, you must deliberately let it expand. Should you want to weaken something, you must deliberately let it grow strong. Should you want to eliminate something, you must deliberately allow it to flourish. Should you want to take something away, you must deliberately grant it access. The lesson here is called the wisdom of obscurity. The gentle outlasts the strong. The obscure outlasts the obvious. Fish cannot leave deep waters, and a country's weapons should not be displayed. A large part of your growing up life lessons revolved around the words, "Notice me." You were taught that the more attention you received, particularly for being a good little person, the more status you received, and the more approval you got from your peers as well as the adults you knew. Become number one, you were told. Earn that gold star. Win the championship. Get the best grades. Become valedictorian. Attain the letter sweater. Gather up trophies and so on. Such lessons were all about rising to the top of the crowd and evaluating yourself based on how you stacked up competitively with everyone around you. When you change the way you think about your place in the great scheme of things, you'll discover that the wisdom of obscurity allows you to eliminate competition from your life and retreat to quiet strength. This is a lesson that I've been learning. In other words, Lao Tzu is asking you to take it easy and base your view on entirely new criteria. That's the world's criteria, you guys. That you gotta win. The winning is everything. That the winners are the best of us. Maybe the quiet strength people that we don't even notice are the best of us. Maybe. As you begin to change your view, your world will begin to reflect a gentle, low-key soul who outlast those who measure their strength by how much status they have compared to their peers. This verse opens with the idea of understanding the dichotomous nature of the material world, and then it encourages you to become an astute observer of your own life. Feeling belittled means that you must know what it's like to be important. The idea of being weak grows out of having known what it's like to be strong. One translation of the Tao Te Ching says this: he who feels punctured must once have been in a bubble. He who feels unarmed must have carried arms. He who feels deprived must have had privilege. Avoid those pitfalls. The pitfalls of feeling weak, unimportant, stressed, or fearful. By transcending the thinking that got you there in the first place. Keep in mind that if you feel weak, you must have had the opposite perception of being strong at least once. If you experience stress, you must have had an idea of what being unstressed is like. By becoming independent of the need to compare yourself and fit in, you choose the path that Lao Tzu calls the wisdom of obscurity. That is, you release your need to be more than anything in the eyes of others. Lao Tzu concludes this elegant verse with the metaphor of fish leaping the deep water. When they try to examine the surface and see the big world beyond those depths, the little guys no longer endure because they've been captured by a net. Hence you will find the great lesson of the 36th verse. Stay under the radar, and you'll outlast all who strive to be recognized. When you shift to this viewpoint, your desire for obscurity will surpass your need to be seen as strong and above everyone else. And you won't end up all alone in your trophy room. Here's what Lao Tzu says from 25 centuries ago. Strive to know oneness by seeking awareness of the opposites. Make every effort to stay in a state of oneness in your mind. For example, if you're tired, remind yourself that you know what feeling rested is like. Recognize the opposite feeling so that you can know both of them simultaneously. Do this with any sensation. If you're depressed, recognize the times that you weren't depressed. Weak, jealous, unloved, anything. The antithesis of what you're going through is within your experiential framework. You've experienced both sides. If you can experience unloved, you've experienced love. So you're not focusing on the unloved. Remind yourself of the time that you know you were loved, and blend and meld the two. Seek the opposite feeling right in the moment and be at one with it in your mind. I'm feeling jealous. I remember the times I wasn't jealous. Go there immediately the moment I'm starting to feel it. This will provide you with a balanced sense of being at peace within yourself. This is oneness, wherein you entertain extremes and you use your mind to be like the Tao. The Tao is both dark at night and light during the day. It's both rainy and sunshiny. It's both windy and not windy. The Tao experiences both at all times. But we don't. Because we don't choose to. Focus on the wholeness, on the oneness. Neither one would exist if you split them up, unless you split them up. That blows my mind. That's the mental toughness and the mental focus that we should have been being taught as children. Withdraw yourself and allow others. Monitor your inclinations to compare yourself to others or to stay within the system. A system is designed to get you to behave like everyone else. The world. It contrives to make comparisons determine your success or your happiness. The system is designed to compare us to each other. I have more than you. My car is nicer. My degree is from a better university. I make more money. I win more races. That's what the system has done. My yacht is bigger than yours. Oh yeah? Well, I need to chase a bigger yacht then. After all, the system tells me I need to beat you. The system is designed to get you to behave like everyone else. Well, I don't want to behave like everyone else anymore. Yeah, Harvey, my flushes are larger. My shrooms are better. And I lived in this trap for 60 plus years, not knowing I was in the trap. I gotta be the best. And then when I'm not, I'm miserable. I'm pissed. No peace. Well, I didn't win this one, but I'm going to win the next one. I got to train harder. I gotta rent the track on Fridays and practice more. That's not what the Tao says. The Tao says run around the back of the pack. Middle pack. It's a long distance run we're in here, you guys. We're not in sprints. 100% blame society for that, Santa. The Tao Te Ching urges us to seek obscurity. Obscurity. This lines up with the second agreement. Don't take anything personal, including yourself. Pops, you're not that big a deal. Draw little or no attention to yourself. And don't ask to be recognized. What? Of course I want to be recognized. The world's taught me the more recognition I receive, the more successful I am. It's such a trap. And we all fall into it at points, and some deeper into the trap than others. Here's the sad part. We're reading this, and we're diving into it, and we're parsing it, and we're conjugating it, and we're really trying to divide it and understand what this stuff means and how it applies to us. But there are so many people, that's us. There are so many people in our own sphere, let alone the whole world, let alone whatever society you live in. They're not even aware. They're not even aware. Nobody's ever woken them up, opened their eyes. Nobody's ever said, hey, let's read this verse together and see if we can understand it and agree on some of the principles in it. It doesn't happen. And therefore we go around living in a universe that's filled with unawareness. Would you rather win or have peace? That's a question I'm asking. The old Pops is win. That's an obvious one. I need a trophy, man. I'm going to put it next to my other trophy. I'll polish it too. Would you rather win or have peace? Lao Tzu asks us. I think it's such an easy answer. I think we all know the answer internally. Our soul says peace. That's not what our brain says. The brain was programmed. The soul has its core inner voice that knows, that is connected to the Tao, that does say peace first. Draw little or no attention to yourself, and don't ask to be recognized. People get pissed off if you don't recognize them. Okay, well, I missed it. I should have recognized you. I was busy. I missed this, or it went past me. But I'm not the one out of peace. You are the one that is pissed because you didn't get recognized. We do it at work all the time. I should get recognized, man, for the good work I'm doing here. That's what the world told you. The Tao says, do the work because that's who you are. Do the work because it's pleasing to you. Do the work because it's coming from your core. If not, go find another place that you can feel aligned with nature as you do the things that you do. We don't need more attention in this world. We need to give more attention to the hurting, to the struggling, and to the unaware. There are students everywhere we go. Everywhere. They're going to learn by two things. They're going to learn by your example. Number one, they're going to learn by your example. And then they'll learn by the things that you are doing that bring peace. Because every one of us just admitted we seek peace. Instead of looking for recognition, just allow other people to get recognition when it's earned and deserved. Without angst, without envy, without comparison. Celebrate their wins without comparing yourself. That's a hard one for Pops. I'd sit in a group of people. I told you guys this story a couple, 3-4 weeks ago. I get out of a rehab. I am a broken drug addict. I have less than 2 months of sobriety in me. And I go to church because that's what they tell me. And I sit in the church pew. And this is the very first Sunday I've gone to church in 15 years. And I'm sitting in the pew. And the very first thing I think is I want to be up there. I want to be at the pulpit being recognized like that guy is. That's where I belong. This guy's not even that good of a teacher. This sermon's terrible. It's boring. I could do such a better job. Really? That guy's putting in his effort in his life. He's been helping the broken and the downhearted for years. He's received the education. He's received, and he isn't a big shot in it. He's a humble servant. And Mr. Non-Humble in the back pew is comparing himself That wasn't a peaceful time. Well, I got to run out of here and go join a Bible college. I'm going to get to the top. I'm going to get to that pulpit. I'm going to show them what a really good sermon sounds like. I'm going to compare. Not 1 ounce of peace in 20 years of doing that. Not 1 ounce of peace. Isn't that crazy? Isn't there a bit of insanity in that? Isn't this message for me? Imagine if back then, 30 years old, I was seeking obscurity instead. Imagine if when I was 30, I read this and I understood it. And I started practicing this instead of another 30 plus years of grandiosity. Makes me think. Let other people flourish, waxing on about their strength and their popularity. Let other people do that. If you get a chance to perhaps share with them what works better for you, maybe that's the time. But let others. Just sit back with a big, huge smile on your face and say, I remember when. And it's much more peaceful not having to strive for that attention. not have to compete for love. Draw little or no attention to yourself. As Lao Tzu says, you must deliberately grant others the right to expand. But take your own lesson from the fish that endure and stay in the deep waters of your Tao-directed soul. The fish jumps out of the water because he needs to be admired. He needs to be, oh, look at that fish. He's the first guy to get caught in a net. He's the first guy to get caught in a net. That fish. Pops needs to continue to practice and learn to stay in the deep waters. Give yourself an assignment today. Give yourself an assignment to be as much in the background as you can for the entire day. This is your homework assignment today for the weekend. We always leave on the weekends with homework assignments. Practice this. No attention. Draw no attention unto yourself. Be in the background all day today. There's going to be opportunities coming. You're going to, oh, I can get in the front. And just, whoa. Remember, I'm in practice today. I'm going to stay in the obscurity. I'm going to be in an obscure zone. Stifle inclinations to compare yourself to anyone else or draw attention to yourself. It is happening all the time on our virtual. It's the disease of social media. Striving for attention. Making these memes, making these videos. I want to go viral. One of these days I'm going to do a viral and I'm going to get 1 million likes. Practice not being that guy today. Don't post anything just for attention. Try that one. Try when someone else posts something. Don't go in and, oh yeah, I used to do that, but I did it better. I had a bigger one. It's happening every day. I read them we do it. The T Crew does it. We do it in our T Crew IG page, on our T Crew IG page. We post crap just for attention. I'm feeling a little attention deficit disorder over here. Maybe I ought to post something cool about myself. I did it yesterday. I did it yesterday. I needed attention. So I posted a goofy picture. I'm just as guilty of this. I need to practice this. I can say that I'm getting better. I give myself credit for that. Sam, there's nothing wrong with that. But I posted that one picture of me on my IG page. It was funny, it was cute, it was humorous. That was my original reason. I said to myself, oh, this is funny, I want everybody to laugh. Do I really want them to laugh, or am I striving for attention? Tell myself the truth. What would Lao Tzu say? You didn't need to post that, dude. Draw little or no attention to yourself. Stifle inclinations to compare yourself to anyone else or to draw attention to yourself. This is our assignment this weekend. You can accomplish this by making a commitment to be interested in others today. Don't be interested in gathering attention today. Show interest to others today. Just when you're about to incline to draw attention to yourself, give someone else attention. Substitute the pronoun I for you. Instead of saying, I did this kind of work for years, let me tell you how you should proceed. Try this one. You seem to be doing so well with your new business. Give them attention. Give them care. Give them love. As we don't seek it for ourselves. That's a wise man. In the language of the Tao, stay soft and stay gentle, and you will endure. The brightest flames flame out the fastest. Good job, Corey. I'm trying it too. I'm going to be working on it this weekend. Not striving for attention. Even the smallest ways, even the ways I don't even realize I'm doing it. Doubt, bring me the knowledge. Bring me the feeling that when I'm getting ready to strive for attention, instead I back up and I give attention instead of take it. Does that make sense to you guys? Give attention instead of taking it. Yes, no, maybe so. It's not what the world taught us, though, Corey and Niffy. The world taught us those that get the most attention are the most successful. Lao Tzu says it's the opposite. The Tao tells us it's the opposite every day. The sun is not striving for our attention. The sun is not striving for our attention. It's just doing sun work. It's giving the attention to you. Filling your life with sunshine. It doesn't ask for anything back. We really need to shift our thinking. Starting right here. 4 things. Be impeccable with your word and your actions. Don't take anything personal. Don't have expectations of gaining attention, being first, being the big shot in the room, being the highest paid, being the boss. Do your best this weekend to don't strive for attention. Don't take it, but give it. And then report back to us on Monday. Tell us how your weekend went. Does that sound good to you guys? We'll get a couple of reports back. I really worked on that this weekend, Pops. I venture to say, if we do that, we'll be experiencing more peace this weekend than striving. Right, Queenie? We can work on that, right, Exception? Mushmouth. Yeah, Pops, you're probably right, but I'm not going to remember. Happy birthday, Mushmouth. Happy birthday. Anyways, that's the message for today. It's a message for my life. Seek obscurity. Let's work on that, you guys. Don't take attention, but give it. It's as easy as that. Pops, Peace. Let me scroll you guys out of here. What a great week. It went by so fast. Today flew by, and I'm overtime now. What a great week. Except for Wednesday when I was sick. I'm still a little sick, but I just can't stop coming to tea. I need to be here. Because I need lessons like this. I need them. I have to continue to strive. I have to continue to learn to be more aligned with the Tao than what the world taught me. I need this. And it fills my heart with goodness when I'm practicing, when I'm preaching, because I want you to know I'm not preaching to you. I'm preaching to me. And then if I learn it and I'm practicing it and I'm doing it and I'm aligned with the Tao will bring me students. Not my striving, not my chasing them. The Tao will bring me students when I'm ready. Have a great weekend, you guys. I love you very, very much. And I sincerely appreciate the platform you guys give me. I appreciate the work that we do here. I appreciate the comments you make to each other, both here and later when you're talking to each other off of this platform. Anthony Hunt, an exception. And Marky Z in Vegas, you have a wonderful weekend. Sammy P. Captain Kev isn't going to try, he's going to do. One of these days we're going to talk about the word try. It's one of the worst words in the English language. Try. I remember a guy, I'm running overtime. I remember a guy talking to me about the word try. He goes, once you say I'll try, you're really giving yourself an out. I'm not talking a negative to you, Captain. This is a lesson. Do this. Put a pencil down on the table in front of you. Just drop a pencil on the table. Now, try to pick it up. Try. Try to pick the pencil up. There is no try. You either pick the pencil up or you don't. There's a do or a don't. The try is the in-between time when you're telling yourself, well, I'm trying. No, I'm doing. I'm on my way to pick it up. I'm doing. I'm in the do process right now. There, I did it. Try is made up. And we all fall into it. I do it. We all fall into the try zone. Pidgey Page, have a great weekend. Anthony Hunt, Cleany, and Corey D, thank you guys. Thank you, Kimberly, Herbie, Pidgey Page, and Joe D's, Derek Anderson, thank you, my good friend, Sir D. Jesus Christ in Australia. Sarah Bear, thank you, dear. Sanam, that was the verse number, I'll get it right this time, Sanam, 36. Living in obscurity. Okay? Where am I at? I have to scroll back. Paige and Joe and Derek and Jesus and Sarah and Sanam and Marky Z and Sarah Bear, thank you, love you too. Phantom Wait, Cyber Jolie, Kimberly, you have a wonderful weekend. International Kindness Ambassador. Mr. Marmars, boy, did I go long today, you guys. I'm sorry. Aaron Mushmouth. Happy birthday, my good friend. Clean Grow. Niffy. Niffy is off to volunteer for Greener Earth Community Committee. Sarah Bear, I'm glad you shared that with us. Thank you, Niff. Mello, I love you back. Rippy and Hags, Pops, Peas, Snappin'. Let's go from the background today, right? Let's be obscure, Hags. Cleany, Mr. Marmars, Marky Z, Sammy P, Mellow. Try means it's not going to happen. Try is in the not happening zone. Aaron. Jesus Christ. Oh, Yoda said there is no try, only do. Pop Yoda. Pop Yoda. Jesus Christ. Mushy loving his peeps here. Do or do not. That's much easier than try. Joe D's Wazzy. Wazzy's keeping his feet on the ground and reaching for the stars. Obscurely. Joe D's. Marky Z Vegas. Rippy and Joe D's and Sanum and Cleany. Mark Z Ray Cook. Be the person your animals think you are. Oh, Ray, you got me. Got me in the old animal fields. Good one. Jesus Christ. And Sanum and Riff. Ripmaster General thinks Ray Cook was a good one. Laura Devine. She's not going to try to have a divine day. She's just going to do it. Sanum and Phantom Weight. Have a good day. It was nice to see you here. Sozo LSD Mellow. Joe D's Corey D. Nobody smashes like the T Crew. I like Smash. Smash is doing. Don't have to try to hit the like button. You either do it or you don't. Pacers, love you too. Pidgey Page. Ray. Trenty the Trenty Trenterson. Jesus Christ in Australia. Love that guy. Joe D's. Marky Z. And Poppy P. Pops, peace, love. Give attention. Don't take it. And all those snail trails should understand this. Hair care. I know you don't really know what I'm talking about, but Lotta does. Pops love. Peace out.